Ethan, and I am in Anaheim, California.
With me.
Yeah. We're recording together in person for the second time ever.
At a pool, again.
Pool,
like last year.
A pool at my hotel. Again. And Safi's here. She's not going to talk much. She's just going to tell us when we're being stupid.
Yeah.
And play with a leaf.
It was a leaf.
It was a leaf.
And Axel is, I think he'll be podcasting. I think he'll sometimes be running in the pool. I don't think he likes to sit still very much.
Yeah, he's just swimming. I mean, it is somewhat hot, but not really.
Yeah. So, and the geek dads are all the way over there.
By the hot tub.
Yeah. But not in the hot tub. I don't know why I said they're by the hot tub.
They're by the hot tub.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. They're not supposed to we're not planning on them coming over, but knowing the geek dads, they might. So, yeah. So, we took a road trip and drove out to California. We started last Thursday, which was a week ago. It was today's Thursday. And we got here Monday night, and then we hung out Tuesday and yesterday and today, and then we're leaving tomorrow morning. So, yeah. We did the Secret of the Empire.
Well, wait. It started Tuesday.
Tuesday.
What did we do? We went to a vegan restaurant.
We went to a vegan restaurant, and then we went to your house.
Yeah, and you met Bingo and Echo, and they were jerk faces.
Bingo was very nice.
Bingo was nice.
Echo is a small demon creature.
Kept biting her nose.
Mm-hmm. And he gave me dried and boss scars on my arm, but those are gone now, so it's okay.
Yeah.
And Axel made us watch 2 episodes of Gravity Falls.
And
because we watched the first episode, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then we watched some random episode,
from season 2, I think.
Yeah. And so I had no idea what was going on.
Then Zoe.
Yeah.
Made me.
I finally got Lizzy to watch the holiday special.
It was horrible.
It was amazing. It was incredible. Hi, Geek Dads.
Howdy.
You want to say something?
Hello.
I don't know.
Is it picking me up?
I don't know.
Did you check the levels?
There's only... Yeah, we're looking at the levels right now.
Okay.
Hi. Hi, other Geek Dad. Goodbye, other Geek Dad.
I'll be back. Be good.
Okay. We're unsupervised?
You gotta give me shoe time.
Okay, so...
Cheers wearing Tory Scotch.
Wait, before we...
We found Corey's Crocs.
Before we went to your house, though, we played Sabak.
Yeah.
And I dropped the dice onto the street.
Into the street.
But we got him.
Yeah. Oh, we hugged in the street again.
Again, yeah. As is tradition.
Yeah. And then, what did we do? We played Sabak.
Yeah,
You won.
We played Sabak. I feel like I've given Axel a gambling addiction with Sabak.
Probably.
So I'm very worried about that.
And he's a cheater.
Oh, yeah, he tries to put 2 cards down when he can only put down 1. He tries to look at the top card before he takes it. He's not very good at cheating either.
No, he's not. He tries to be, but he's
No, he
not.
doesn't. He just tries to cheat. He doesn't try to be very good. I think it's his wiliest move is putting down the 2 cards stacked as one.
I tried that too.
Stacking 2 cards on
You
one.
got it from him, though.
Geek dads try to do it too.
Yeah. Noticing Axel likes to cheat at lots of games. We played Marco Polo in the pool today. He kept opening his eyes, but he wasn't even subtle about it where the person squints.
Yeah.
He just full out opened his eyes for a solid 6 seconds and looked straight at you, and you're like, dude.
And then closes his eyes and pretends to see you or not see you.
Yeah. So, yeah, we played Sabak, and then we watched Gravity Falls, and then I finally got Lizzy to watch
Holiday special.
She hated it.
I do. It's just so cringy, and then it was weird, and then there was lumpy, who looks terrifying.
I think Itchy's the worst looking one, though.
Yeah, his like mouth and his jaw is so weird.
His jaw could like touch his nose.
Yeah, that was
And then there's
like the
Mala.
Wookiees on Kessel. Was it Kessel? Yeah, the Kessel looked better. Sorry.
Yeah. So, let's stop recording now. So, yeah, we finally got Lucy to watch the holiday special. It was traumatizing. It was amazing. It was the highlight of Harrison Ford's career.
Was it though?
The best
I didn't
part
like
was
when he opened his eyes in
the
that animation.
Cartoon on. Looked like Kylo.
No, Kylo's more beautiful.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Don't be mean to Kylo. So,
Okay.
What, Safi?
I said don't be mean to Kylo.
I know. Don't be mean to Kylo. Stop being a bully. God.
Ow. Oh, also I have my Kanan sunglasses.
That my dad has been wearing.
A lot. Yes. Axel, do you have anything to say?
Huh?
We're talking about, I don't know, what we've been doing. Spa. From on Tuesday. What we did on Tuesday.
What
Yeah,
did we do
your
on
dad
Tuesday?
keeps wearing my sunglasses.
Oh yeah.
He looks cooler with them though than I do. So I don't mind too much.
Nope, he's gone. Axel's gone.
Yeah.
He is cool himself.
So Axel wanted us to podcast in the pool, but we're recording this on my phone. And I have an iPhone. So not gonna happen.
Yeah. Probably not.
That was Tuesday, right? We watched the horrifying movies.
Yeah.
And we went to
and-
Blaze Pizza.
Yeah, and I tried vegan cheese, and it's good. It doesn't make my stomach hurt. Because lactose is great. So, and then today we went to the pizza place, and I got meat pizza with vegan cheese
Yes, the Geek Dads have returned. I think they have drinks now.
and a banana.
And a banana.
Oh, we went to Saber Guild. You
Oh
went
yeah,
to
I
Saber
went to
Guild.
Saber Guild, and I sucked.
No, you didn't. It was fine. We went and we practiced a bit, talked, and then we went to the playground like children.
And Axel was like scaring me. Like, I feel like everything he did, like the next logical step would be him falling on his head and breaking his neck.
But he didn't. And I was really surprised about that. It kind of scared me.
Yeah, well, he went down a sliding board on his skateboard. Oh, and everyone, not us, but other people were practicing with the lightsabers on the one spot of the grass. The sprinklers.
Oh yeah, and the sprinklers came on, and they almost died, and Kylo was showing off and rolling around in the water.
Wait, so what are you guys talking about now?
No, we're talking about the playground, the Saber Guild and stuff.
Oh, the playground was awesome. Remember, and there was like this kid, and he was just like and jumping on the
I'm gonna get water on my phone, dude.
yeah, and he wouldn't stop doing it, and then we're all like, oh hi, but in our minds we're like, get off now.
Yeah, he got him.
And then the dad had to come, and he was like, yo, dude, you can't be doing that. And stuff.
Yeah, the thing he was referring to there was a swing.
Oh yeah.
But like you could fit multiple people on it.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Like a
awesome.
net.
Yeah, it was like a circle and there's a net. It swung. And Lizzie was pushing us. 'Cause Lizzie's the bestest.
I'm strongest. Yeah, that was yesterday, and my hands hurt from because there were a lot of swinging and spinning things
Yeah, it was pretty great.
and nets that you could climb.
Yeah. Well, at one point they had the thing where it was like a carousel, but there wasn't anything in the middle. It was just like a hoop, and you
Yeah.
would somehow hang on to it while it spun. And we were sitting on it and trying to decide who would spin it. And then these little kids come over and were like, "We'll spin you." And we're like, "Okay, you're 4, but okay."
And they did, and everyone fell off except me, because I was
You fell off
clinging
eventually, but
on.
it took you a while.
clinging on for dear life. I didn't want to get hurt And then I did, and then I hurt.
Yeah, that was Tuesday.
Wednesday. What do we...
Wednesday, I was in the beach in the morning. Went to the beach, and I got in the water because it said no swimming, surfers only, but I didn't see it, so I got in the water.
Just say you're surfing the waves.
I gotta say, no one, because like, whenever you go to a beach on like the East Coast, everyone's like riding the waves, and some people have boards and some people don't, but they still ride the waves. But like on the East Coast, on the West Coast, people with the boards were messing up at riding the waves, and no one could ride a wave like at all without a board. I was like, what are you doing, West Coast? Learn how to beach.
Had a beach.
Yeah.
Wednesday,
And then we
yeah.
went to the cantina.
Yeah, we went to the cantina. I didn't do anything that entire day.
We could have Blaze Pizza again.
Is there a place I could change?
No, only twice.
Only twice? Okay.
Tuesday and
Yeah.
today.
I got to go to LA the first time. It was pretty cool. And we went to the cantina, which is really cool.
And we played sabak there.
We played lots of sabak. And your dad won.
Yeah.
And then
So
Axel
did I.
won. And then Axel won.
Yeah. And then and last night I was filthy rich. I was all like,
It was, yeah.
True.
And then Axel. And then we had drinks, non-alcoholic drinks.
Yeah, and fries. Really good French fries.
And I had tater tots with cheese and it killed my stomach.
It was your own fault.
No.
You didn't have to eat it.
But I was really hungry.
And we played trivia. We got 4th place. We played trivia as like a team. We got 4th place.
It wasn't even about Star Wars. It was just
we
about
thought
life.
There wasn't a single like nerd question. It was all like normal people questions. There were sports questions. Sports. In a
Sports.
Star Wars bar. They have sports questions.
Yeah. But we made 4th place. I mean,
Yeah, we got 4th place.
we're pretty
That's
good at life
good.
too.
I think the round we did the best one was the first one, which was called Duh.
Yeah, and we were like, well, we don't know this one. We'll just put a random thing, kind
And
of.
then we were right. I think we got all of those right.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that was pretty great.
Yeah, and then, the cantina was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went home and slept.
Yeah, I think I slept in the car.
You slept in the car. It was like a 20-minute drive home,
Yeah.
and you slept in the car.
I was tired, and Axel
was
kept
1
poking me.
1 o'clock my time.
I know. I was just exhausted.
And so, that was yesterday. And then today, we did the VR Sneakers of the Empire.
Yeah. You did it twice, right?
Yes.
How'd you like it?
Awesome.
Awesomeness? Explain.
I got to pet the droid at the end.
That's the only part that was the great answer. Nice.
And I got to shoot stormtroopers. Although, I don't know. Are we allowed to spoil that? That's like a thing, right? We can do that.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, just people should go away if they don't want it to be spoiled.
I guess, yeah. So, like, at the one part, there's like, you have to shoot stormtroopers, and then one person is supposed to, like, press buttons in a certain order, and K2SO tells you what order. And the first time I did it with my family, like, I did it, and I got it in order, and it was no problem, but Lizzy did it, and
Well, I was getting
Yeah.
it perfectly. I was getting all the code correctly. And then Axel just comes over and he starts pressing all the buttons like, here, let me do it. And I was like, don't do it. And
Yeah,
K2SO is like, oh, well, you guys suck. I'm going to override.
yeah, he found the override himself. But, like, all 3 of you, Sappy, Lizzy, and Axel, you guys all went back to the code room, and there was, like, 8 stormtroopers in front of me. I'm like, guys, hello?
I apologize. I tried my best.
Yeah. So, and we did that, and that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And
Axel kept screaming into her.
Axel was screaming, and the guy at the end, he was like, "You guys were very vocal in there." I just looked at Axel. He just started screaming. But I don't even. Is he in the pool? Is he in the hot tub?
Oh, he's
He's changing. Okay. So, that happened, and then we just kind of sat there in downtown Disney because we didn't know what to do, and then we went to Blaze Pizza again.
Vegan cheese.
Vegan cheese.
And played sabacc. I won twice. In a row.
Sabacc.
I was really happy.
And and then we went to the pool.
Yeah.
And now we're here. And we played I taught you guys baby tag, which was a game I made up with my friends at camp like 5 years ago, I think. 5? 6? 6 years ago.
Safi says 5.
Okay, 5.
So 5.
Yes.
Yeah, Safi was there.
I
And
know, too.
it was, I did. It was me and Safi and 2 friends and our cousin. Yeah, we made a game. It's hard to explain without demonstrations, so, Played that, and we played Marco Polo. We played Caleb Doom.
Yeah, I shouted out Caleb, and I heard Doom. That was sad. You guys suck. You guys were just underwater, and every time I
No.
said Marco, I heard no polo.
Well, like, my thing is, like, I'll stand somewhere, and you say Marco, and I'm like, Polo, and then I just go underwater and just shoot off in some random direction.
Cheaters.
It's not cheating. There's no rules about going underwater.
But it should not be a thing, because you can't even see.
You can see if you open your eyes.
I can't see.
You can't see. Yeah. I tried to be up above water as much as I could. I just only was under while I was changing directions.
You suck.
I know. So yeah, we played Marco Polo, and we sat in the hot tub, and me and Axel saw who could. Hey, let Axel in. Yeah. And we sat in the hot tub. Me and Axel saw who could hold their breath, could hold their head under the hot tub longer.
Zoe won. 45 seconds.
Yeah, and Axel had what, like 16?
Yeah. Where did he get a burger?
Wait, do they have lunch here? No, they have breakfast. Do they have lunch?
What?
Well, wait, I don't have to make anything now. I wanted to make a falafel.
We don't have to get the food. You can make it. We don't have to eat it just because it's there.
Is it even good?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yo, man, you're holding it upside down.
Okay. What? Yeah. Alright, hot tub. There was a beetle in the hot tub.
Oh, yeah.
Zoe picked it up thinking it was a leaf.
And it was not a leaf. It was a big beetle, and it wasn't like all like mashed up. Like, it was just like perfectly beetle shaped. It just got cooked in the hot tub.
He was crunchy.
Yeah. So
Like,
and then we were all pushing him around while our fathiers laughed. And then finally I got sick of people splashing hot water everywhere. So I just picked the beetle up and sat it on the sidewalk.
And then we kept throwing water at him.
Yeah.
And we made him stand up, and he was crunchy, so he actually stood there.
Oh, yeah.
And
And then you're all like, I am no one.
no.
These are the stories that people listen to this podcast. Dead beetles.
And then we made him like sit up at one time.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
That
So
beetle
yeah,
was
that's
over
what we've
there.
done so far. Lizzie still wants to make dinner, and we still owe her a Ghibli movie. Cause
Yeah,
the reason we watched the holiday special was because I won the holiday special watching in Sabacc, and Lizzie won a Ghibli movie. So
I won the Ghibli movie first, and then you guys were like, again. I was like, no. And then
do a holiday special costume
a holiday special costume.
Han.
Oh.
Cartoon Han.
I want to do Lumpy.
One Lumpy.
I'm short enough for Lumpy.
Can I
Wanna-
help you or?
Can I just choose Leia? No, I don't even want to be. I'll just be Luke.
With all that eyeshadow.
Yeah. It'll be perfect.
Lit. So, yeah. This is probably what we're gonna do. And then we have to say goodbye tonight because I'm leaving really early tomorrow morning. Sadness.
I'm gonna have to pack tomorrow. I'm going to Texas. I texted my friend in Texas and I was like, "Hey, how's the weather?" And she said, it's like Satan poking you with his stick.
Wait,
We're gonna be driving through a little bit of Texas, like just like the very top, like on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Death Valley of States.
awesome. So, yeah, before me and Lizzy met up, we went, my family went to Death Valley, and we got pictures of all the spots where they filmed Star Wars there. It was 129 degrees.
And a bee stung you.
Oh yeah, and a bee stung me. I think it's there.
That one.
Yeah. Yeah, a
I
bee
could
stung
poke her.
me. Poke.
Nah.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, we got pictures of all the places that they filmed Star Wars. And we almost died at the one. It's okay, we got the shot.
You almost died for it.
Yeah. And because I went on StarWars.com and found like a map thing, and I saved that to my phone because I couldn't just look at the webpage as much because there was no service in Death Valley. So, yeah. So yeah, that's what we've done so far. You know about Star Wars news? There was a petition thing to raise $200 million to remake The Last Jedi. Have we talked about that on here? I don't think so. I think that was
No.
after we last podcasted.
No, I think the only thing we talked about was people being mean to Kelly Marie Tran.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the $200 million. Which, if you
If you go to the website to like donate something, they don't ask you for card information. You just put your name and a number, and they say thanks.
and they just add it to their total.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm kind of curious. I want to like add a negative number and just see like, cause like I'm thinking like they have some computer algorithm whatever thing that just adds the numbers that it gets put into it, so it'd take a negative integer.
Does it have a negative button?
I don't know.
We should go.
Like
on
do you
that
like
page
type
later.
the number in?
Oh, I don't know. I think my
Your dad donated 10,000.
He wanted to put a negative. So
Yeah, go donate $1 million because they're not gonna make you responsible for it.
and if they do, just I don't know, just
What are they gonna do? You didn't sign anything. They legally can't make you pay.
right. So I feel like it's just showing they're like, we have this much support, but it's really nothing. It could be a guy, like one guy saying, yes, I'm going to donate $100 million into this.
Yeah. Or like your dad who doesn't support it, put in 10,000.
Yeah. So yeah, and then there was a person that
Wrote it. It was like the Declaration of Independence.
right. Okay, that's what I was.
That's
gonna
exactly what it was. But like,
say. Declaration
for Star
of
Wars.
war against Lucasfilm, basically.
should we read it? Can I? I don't know if I can do that on my phone and record at the same time.
I don't think I can.
Sappy,
on
do
my
you have
phone.
Twitter?
No.
All right, you're a loser. I'm sorry. I love
Everyone has Twitter.
You don't have Twitter.
I don't have Twitter.
Yeah.
Why
I'm
would
just
I
teasing
have
you.
Twitter?
I'm teasing you, Sappy. I love you. Yeah. Sure.
You
Thank
read
you,
it.
Father Air.
It's too
I read it.
painful.
Yeah, it's like long. They
Twitter?
spent like time on this. Let me see if I can find it
You
on
have to go
Twitter.
to your account up top.
My account. Oh, okay. This is.
Don't read all the accounts on there.
Corey's
So, yeah.
It's a long thing. Basically, before we read it, just saying if you guys get
found
mad.
it.
Oh, okay.
Thanks to Steele for retweeting it. So
Thanks, Steele. Thanks for not coming to the cantina.
I wanted to meet you, Steele. I wanted to quiz you. We have to make a Kahoot. You were asleep when we were talking about this. We have to make a Kahoot on Sabines for Steele. All right. Anyway, are you ready? Well, okay. First, before we start this, I want to say I love how like all these people that are doing this kind of stuff. They're saying like it's all Star Wars fans because it's not. It's
not.
Probably not
Don't
even.
represent us.
It's not even a large percentage, honestly. I mean, I don't know. At least the Star Wars circles I'm in, everyone thinks these people are insane. All right, I'm going to read this long thing. We can stop and comment where we choose.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We, the fans of Star Wars, do this day send forth... Savvy, have you read this?
No.
All right.
That's dumb.
I'm like 5 words in. Yeah. We, the fans of Star Wars, do this day send forth this declaration to the president of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, and to all people in the world. Why everyone? Did they think this matters so much to every single person in the world? Like, there's some
Yes,
random.
because there's not, actual real life problems going on right now.
There's some random guy in Europe that gets this message. He's like, I haven't even seen a Star Wars movie. What? All right. And to all the people in the world, to make clear to all the purposes and goals of this rebellion. Which,
What are
by
they
the way, they have a logo that's like kind of like a mock-up. It's like the Rebel logo and the Jedi logo, but it's like
It's I
It's
talked
like-
to Jonas about it, and he says it's a Legends thing.
okay. It's not so much the design,
Did you? Oh my god!
but the colors
Yeah, did you see someone?
offend my eyes. It's a literally like. Please, at least Google color theory before you try to do something.
No, they
because that
did.
is the ugliest
Apparently,
thing.
they did, and they made a post about it, like saying fire is for our passion
No, I'm
again.
not-
Like
I'm not
it's
talking
just-
about that, like what things represent. I'm talking about like color theory, like what colors look good together. Because
Oh, I
clearly
see.
they know nothing. Look at this.
I mean, it's just.
It offends my eyes. I take offense. That's the most offensive
Looks
thing
like
in
a
this letter. Is that
little kid
ugly, ugly colors.
Oh my god.
All right. What's the next paragraph? We firmly acknowledge the importance and necessity of the control of the franchise is capitalized. The franchise with the capital F. Oh my god. Control of the franchise being in the hands of one person. I want to make sure it's still recording. Being in the hands of one person. We accept that for a contiguous, non-contradictory continuity is also capitalized. To be established, much of the old, also capitalized, must be done away with to make way for the new, capitalized, so that we, capitalized, can enjoy this universe, capitalized, without questioning how something makes sense.
What did you say?
A confusion.
Me too.
This is the part, like, I guess I agree with, because they say it's important for, like, them to have one person control it, and that they need to, like, get rid of old legends and stuff. Like, I guess I agree with it. That's the only thing that makes sense. Except they keep capitalizing stuff, because they don't know how proper nouns work.
Yeah.
Geek dads are leaving.
Dad, get me a burger.
So, why capitalize everything? Like,
It's annoying, I know.
someone looked up how to
Sappy.
someone looked up how to
The
write
sun's in my
smartly,
eyes.
and this they you know
How to write.
they found the WikiHow for how to
smart.
seem intelligent when you're writing.
How too smart.
Axel's
How-
back with a banana. Why is he carrying his backpack? Axel, get off away from the water.
Please, no,
Oh,
Axel.
Axel.
Whose Crocs are those?
Mine.
Oh.
Yes, to borrow them, I said sure.
Okay.
If you get some wet.
We believe that, our next
the
paragraph,
Crocs.
we believe that those in charge of a franchise, capitalized, derives its power as a creative force from the consent. Okay. You know that Friends episode, which I know, I'm going somewhere with this, I promise.
Okay.
Where Joey wants to write a recommendation letter for Chandler and Monica to the adoption
I think so, yeah.
thing. And Saf, you've probably seen this because I've watched it so many times. And he wants to sound smart, so for every single word, he looks in the thesaurus and picks a word because he thinks it makes him sound smarter. And he winds up not making any sense. Like, instead of saying, like, good hearts, he says, like, something like cardiovascular pumps or something. And, like it technically means the same thing, but it doesn't make sense, and it fails at trying to sound smart. That's what this reminds me of.
Whoops.
Alright, anyway, where was I? We believe that those in charge of a franchise, capitalized, derives its power as a creative force from the consent of the fandom of that franchise. Wait, so do they want Star Wars decisions to be dictated by Twitter polls? Hey, should we kill Han Solo? Yes, no. Is that what you want? We believe that should fans, lifelong fans especially, be purposefully shunned, insulted, and tossed aside by those at the head of the franchise, capitalized, it is the unalienable right of said fans to boycott or force change in such leadership, capitalized.
What? Wait.
So, they think that lifelong fans,
air quotes,
are being shunned and insulted and tossed aside by Lucasfilm, which...
Well, if they're being jerks, yeah.
Right, because, like, it's not like Rian Johnson and, like, I think Rian Johnson's the only, like, creator that has, like, a Twitter, I guess. But, like, he's never rude to people. Like, I go on Twitter a lot. I don't like or retweet many things, but I see everything. Everything. So, and from what I've seen, because I follow him, obviously, he like he's had discussions with people who are like, I disagree with this thing, and they discuss like why he chose to do it that way and things like that.
Yeah,
and it's like
it's cool.
A good discussion, and he's taking the criticism. And I feel like for his trilogy or whatever, like learning from it, I guess. Not like he's gonna like change whatever he's doing, but if someone's like, oh, I think like you didn't spend enough time on this, he'll be like, oh, well, I should work on that next movie or something like that. I don't know. But like the only time he's ever like, I don't even want to say rude, but like, you know what I mean, like snappy or whatever with people, it's when they're like, hey, you bleep bleep bleep
bleep bleep bleep,
you ruined Star Wars, you ruined my childhood. And then he's a little defensive, obviously,
right? And then people get upset when they do that, because it's not just,
like, don't get upset with him because he's just like, hey, don't call me mean things, and you know, say I ruined your life with my movie.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my god, he's so rude. It's like, no, he's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I think when these people, I think when they think of a lifelong fan, they think of like a 50-year-old
white
guy,
male.
Yeah, 50-year-old white male who's just, he hates everything. And but like that's not.
What? Are they veg?
The Geek Dads have joined the table. I know.
Is this mine?
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like that's not representative of Star Wars fans at all. And they aren't like shunning, insulting, and tossing aside, as they say, like lifelong fans, like all of them, they're shunning, insulting, and tossing aside people who are jerks.
Did you see that?
We're reading it.
Yeah, we're reading it.
Carefully, it says lifelong fans most
Louder.
of all.
Yeah. We're on the fourth paragraph.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're reading the whole thing?
Yes. I read it earlier, now we're reading it on the podcast. So, Next thing. We believe that Lucasfilm has willfully and malignantly discarded the fans in the sole pursuit of a misguided political agenda, and therefore it is our unalienable right to refuse to fund the franchise capitalized and to call on Disney to change those who are in charge of Lucasfilm. I think they're just gonna like call Disney and be like, hey, fire Kathleen Kennedy, and Disney's gonna be like, okay. Like,
I don't know. I don't know what they think is gonna happen.
What's the misguided political agenda? The very first Star Wars movie is about a bunch of random people rebelling against the government.
But she put women in our Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh no, suddenly women exist.
Women
Oh, no.
are fighting.
Women are doing things. How dare. Is that like...
In those movies, there was one, and it was okay.
Yeah,
They
but
can
like,
have the one.
how do these people like...
One woman and one black guy.
How do these
Fine.
people live in the real world? Because the real world does have women and non-white
That's the
people.
thing, they don't go out. That's why they have so much time to do this.
There are no women in that basement, let me tell you.
But like it's not.
Posters, maybe.
But like having. Oh God, did I stop recording? Okay. But like having like people that aren't white men existing, like that's not a political agenda. That's just the world. Like that's just how the world is.
As a person who was not a white man growing up in America, there were a lot of people who didn't want me to exist.
Yeah. But like I don't like it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It's just dumb.
I don't know how these people. I mean, I guess they stay in the basement.
The basement
So.
all day,
It doesn't make sense.
creating these
Reasonable
weird signs.
Because I talk to you and you talk to me and I'm like, well, Zoe's typical white girl, so she's gonna say what. I just talk to you as a person, as a Zoe, not as a, well, talking to Zoe who's a teenage white female from
Pennsylvania.
I didn't want to say anything. Pennsylvania. Clearly her ideas do not belong in a Star Wars movie. Clearly we have nothing in common to talk about. Guess what we have in common to talk about?
You might want to unlock Axel.
Nah. A Star Wars.
Yeah.
I like heroes too. But some people don't see that. They want their heroes to be as limited in their vision of the world as they are. But they're willing to hold everybody back and act like it's an affront for new heroes to exist in their world. Which isn't their world, but they feel it's their world. This is ruining my world. You're bringing all of this darkness into my world. And I don't like this darkness.
Well, like,
My world was fine when it was one dude, a green lightsaber, blue eyes.
if they want, to see white guys in Star Wars, just watch the old Star Wars movies.
You gonna eat too? Two hamburgers?
Or watch, like,
I was trying to go into the
watch the prequels, watch Clone Wars, watch the original trilogy, obviously.
Yeah, but even the original trilogy wasn't about that. Like George Lucas, it was cutting edge for what he did in 75.
Yeah.
Like, he used what was available. Like, Princess Leia, by today's standards, isn't all that groundbreaking. But back then it was. And, so he used what was available to him as actors. Because even Lando being cast as a black man was a big deal. Because you would never see a black man in a top role of a movie back then. So, and he did the same thing with the prequels as best he could. And I still think all these fools saying that is, it's just they're loud because they don't need jobs to live in their mom's basement. They can type all this stuff up, and it's easier to spread mean stuff because they know once they spread that, everyone else does the work for them. They spread it around.
Bugs.
You guys just want to get stung by bees?
Hi, what's up? What's up, little
There's
man?
a bee on Zoe.
Hi.
She's being attacked.
He's being attacked.
He's just floating around. He's alright. Hi, dude.
Murder!
He's alright. He's not doing anything wrong.
Is that for someone? Is that hamburger?
Okay.
Is that for anyone?
Yeah, I just.
I think I have
Yeah. So I just
Why is it red?
because I don't know. I think people need to go outside.
People need to get off their computers.
It's like
and
meet people in the real world. Just
Well,
like,
that's part of it too. He wants to record.
hi. Do you have anything to say about Star Wars, guy? What's up?
he goes out to the world.
Yeah. You
You are not a flower.
goodbye. Goodbye, B.
Did you want to have this?
There's cheese on it. Okay. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's not a. Oh my goodness, I don't know how to do this. All right. Next, we do not. Is this the next one? Yeah. Yeah. We do not take this course lightly. Franchises long since established should not be changed for slight and transient causes. But when those helming a franchise display a history of callous disrespect for said franchise is capitalized every time, by the way.
Why?
Its long and storied history and its massive fan base, displaying a clear design to subjugate totally and absolutely the characters capitalized, we capitalized, have come to know and love solely to push a social narrative. It is our right, our duty to dispose of that leadership capitalized.
Duty.
Safi. Groundbreaking commentary, Safi. I still they're like, oh no, Star Wars is political. It's like, yeah, where have you been? Where have you been?
Stuck in that basement.
Yeah, well, because the original trilogy was released late 70s, early 80s. That was the Cold War. And you can see that in the Death Star especially, but Tarkin and Vader and everything. It's about the Cold War and not letting people control your lives. It's about rebelling against the government.
They're rebelling right now. They're trying to.
I know. I don't how much self-awareness can you lack?
A lot, apparently.
And then the prequels, which I don't know if these people like the prequels. They didn't do this when the prequels were coming out, so I'm assuming they're at least okay with them. You never know anymore, because so many people that usually hated the prequels for years, and the new Star Wars came out and they're like, no, the prequels are actually better. Okay, are they good? Are they bad? Make up your mind.
Right.
But it's the villain of the prequels, which were released late 90s and early 2000s, was a shady politician who didn't let his true intentions be revealed until too late. At a time where people were distrusting politicians and there were scandals. And how much self-awareness can you lack? Star Wars has always been political. That was always Lucas's vision. If anything, it's I don't want to say it's completely apolitical now, but it's less political now. I think, in some ways. But they didn't notice the political message because they have the brain of a cow and
cows are good.
Are there dumb animals?
Turtles.
What dumb turtles?
Turtles are amazing.
Oh my gosh! You know what I'm trying to say. They have a skull as thick as a bulldog, and they just saw white people, and they're and one woman, and they're like, okay, that's not political.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
I don't. I thought it was hinted.
Because these political messages have been existing in Star Wars since the very beginning, and they never thought it was too political. But now that we have heroes that are women, and we have black heroes, and Latino heroes, and Asian heroes, and Arab heroes, because Bodhi, now it's too much.
Too much, man. I don't understand what's such a problem, white supremacists and so many people feel like they're so entitled in this world. But why? I don't understand.
It's like, it's not like...
And then they're trying to change it? What, is it just going to be a bunch of white dudes running around with Luke and he's going to be doing backflips or something?
Yeah, it's like...
And he's going to be, like, are they even going to bring back Rey? Sorry, my face is stuffed with food, but I'm upset.
I think they'd bring back Rey, but I think she'd have more of a, like, a Leia. Not like Leia had, like, a...
Well, like, they're probably going to have Luke just teach her and have her just obey. And
well, I don't want to say they'd have Rey in the role of Leia, because Leia, like, took charge. But they'd have
Rey.
Yeah, they'd have Rey in the role that they think Leia was in. Does that make sense?
Just a princess.
Mm-hmm. Like, I
thought that was cereal. I'm like,
I
thought that was cereal.
okay.
I thought that was soup. That's just tomatoes and pickles.
Okay. But, like, I don't get it.
Don't run, Axel.
Don't get it. Well, also, these people are saying that they want more white guys in Star Wars. Then we get Solo, a movie with more white guys than the more recent
Han,
Star Wars.
Beckett.
And Han and
Sorry, there's Lando.
Beckett, and then and then Lando was there. But they like Lando because he was the only black guy.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's no more.
And then,
no more.
And then they had Kira. And, like,
She was a strong...
but, like, they were like, they want more white guys in Star Wars, and we get a movie with the main character being a white guy.
Which is a villain that's white that turns red.
Yeah. They want white guys. And then a movie comes out with a white guy, and they're like, no. With Han Solo, of all people. These people they don't love Han Solo, they love their version of Han Solo. And, like, they boycotted Solo. Which Solo, I don't think it did as well in the box office, I think, as, like, Force Awakens or Last Jedi or stuff, which obviously it's not a saga film, it's not going to do as well.
Yeah, that's how Rogue One did too.
But they're acting like it failed. If it failed, just going by, like, corporation logic, which Disney as a corporation, they're like, oh, the movie with the white guy lead failed. I'm still reading this. The movie with the white guy lead failed. People don't want white guy leads.
Just send
like,
it to me. Yeah.
Like, that's...
I don't know, like, it's just...
I think those little kids stole Axel's water guns.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Okay. But, like, I don't know. Alright.
I'm gonna go get those water guns.
Okay. I'll read the next thing of this.
I'll
Where
be
is
the
it?
co-host.
Yeah, Safi's new co-host.
Hi.
But I read the duty part because you laughed. Right, so the short history of the current leadership, capital L, of Lucasfilm is that of continued grievous offenses and insults against all consumers. Not all consumers. There's a lot of people who love the new Star Wars.
Yeah.
Against all consumers who have been fans of the franchise, capital F, for any period of time before it was purchased by Disney. They're just bringing all fans into their garbage.
What happened?
They're just...
They have our guns, but I just told them they could play with it.
They're bringing all fans into their garbage. Where most fans love the new Star Wars. Most normal people
Who aren't in the basement.
Most people, everyone who leaves their basement loves the new Star Wars.
Who experiences the world and who some people have to suffer. Like,
Oh, the beer.
like,
There's a million things to worry about in the world right now. And they're writing this ridiculous letter.
Right. There's just... And then they're trying to get so much money. Like, if they actually have this money and they're trying to remake the Star Wars movie...
Sorry.
What? Beat them up. Beat them up, Zoe. And then they couldn't donate this money to, like, a charity group or anything. They're just gonna remake Last Jedi because, whoops, there was a woman in there. And
Well, yeah, I think this remake of Last Jedi, I don't think it's gonna happen, first of all.
You would need the actors in it.
They're not gonna get the actors, duh. Like, either they're not gonna go through with it, or Disney's gonna shut them down. I think more likely they're just not gonna go through with it, because I guarantee you,
I bet
they're not
Disney's
gonna
laughing
have,
at them right now.
they're like, even if they do get the money is only part of a movie.
right.
Those people are not going to have the same experience and, like, I don't want to say training, but like
Imagination?
education, creativity and education that the people in
It'd be like a
Lucasfilm
Neil
do.
Breen movie.
Yeah,
What?
it'd be like a Neil Breen movie, which is a movie I'll have to show you sometime, but I don't think we have time today.
Yeah.
Neil Breen's a director. Look up his movies if you want to die.
Courage.
But like,
The cows.
I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Like, are they, like, I don't think they're gonna change their name. If they don't have the creativity to come up with a new name for the movie.
Right. They said a remake of... Well, they said a remake of The Last
The last
Jedi.
two Jedi.
Yeah.
The last...
But like, if this somehow happens, I guarantee Rose is not gonna be in it. Right off the bat.
Probably.
Because she's a
Gwen won't be
woman
in it.
and she's not white. They can't have that, Lizzie.
You know, and apparently she didn't do anything.
Yeah, you know. Being the catalyst to Finn's story and to her own in saving Finn's life, that was nothing.
I don't think Finn's gonna be in there.
Oh, Finn. Yeah, Finn probably won't be in it. You know what it's gonna be? It's
Oh, Finn's gonna be white.
Yeah. It's gonna. So is Poe. Poe will definitely be white, no question.
Yeah.
It's just like. Why?
There's nothing really...
Like, if you hate new Star Wars so much,
Stop watching it.
don't watch the new Star Wars. Don't buy the stuff. You can still buy. They're still printing Legends books and comics. Some of them, at least. Go read those. If you wanted an alternative to Last Jedi, read the books with like Mara Jade and Jason Solo, and I don't know all those people, but like read those books with those people. You don't. Or watch fan films. There's a million Star Wars fan films.
Make your own.
Yeah.
But, like, don't...
Don't ask people for $200 million.
Yeah.
Also, like, what do they think this is gonna do? Do they think that they're gonna remake The Last Jedi and, you know, Kathleen Kennedy's gonna see it and be like, you know what? This is canon now, not our movie. Like, do they think they're gonna get theaters to play their glorified fan film?
Look at, like, try to get one theater.
They might have to buy out a theater for one night and get it. Like, I don't understand. All right, where are we? Oh, here's the whole list of all of their grievances. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You have disrespected the characters of the original trilogy, treating them as mere tools and stepping stones for new characters rather than the heroes they actually are.
Wait, who?
Yeah, Luke totally didn't save the whole Resistance. Han didn't save Rey and Finn's lives on many occasions. You know,
saved a lot of
Leia
Resistance.
hasn't been awesome and kicking butt in the Resistance for both movies. You know?
R2 helped find Luke.
Yeah. The whole premise of Force Awakens was finding Luke and how he's a legend and a hero. How is that not treating him like a hero?
I think it's the whole thing that Luke didn't go in person to save everyone. I think that's what
he
they're
wouldn't have
upset
made
about.
it though. Like
And that he was grouchy and
A-
stuff. But
I mean, I don't even just looking at that X-wing that was in the water in Last Jedi. I don't know anything about ship engineering in Star Wars, but just
he
guessing,
could have gone with Rey.
just guessing, I don't think it's gonna work. Like, oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, but like just like guessing, like because when he decided to go and visit them and stuff or whatever, force project over there, like if he would have flown, he wouldn't have made it in time. Like force astral projecting was his
Or
option.
you've got fuel.
Yeah, he was fuel. I highly doubt that ship would have worked.
Could have gone with Rey.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't want to go then. Like,
Right.
I don't know. Like, well, also I feel like, cause like, seriously, cause not only,
Told you there's so many motorcycles
know.
here.
but they expected, cause there's a 30-year gap between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, and I think they wanted Luke, Leia, and Han to be the same people when they were in their 20s, or I guess 30s for Han, and when they were in their 60s and 70s, or 50s and 60s. I don't know. But like this is not how humans work. I'm not gonna be the same person 30 years from now. I'll be 46. I hope I'm not the same person when I'm 46. Axel, what are you doing?
I don't know. I'm driving myself.
Stop.
And like, but also people wanted Han to be a New Hope Han. They wanted Luke to be a New Hope Luke.
Right.
Like, those characters changed in the original trilogy for a reason.
Yeah. And then if they didn't change, people would complain, oh, well, they didn't change. They didn't have any, like, character development or anything. So there's no winning this at all anyway.
Yeah, well, like, they don't even want Han to be a New Hope Han. They want Han to be the guy, like, that they want Han to be who Han tries to be. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, we see it especially in Solo, but you see it in the original trilogy too. Han is not this like super smooth, cool, like womanizer dude. Han has no idea what he's doing any of the time.
Right.
He's survived on pure luck, and I think the Force really likes him. Because that's the only explanation for him still being alive.
Well, not anymore.
Funny. Yeah, I don't know. What else? You have used your new characters as toys and tools to push an agenda of masculine inferiority.
Finn's like,
Yeah,
no.
Finn, Poe, Cassian, Bodhi, Chirrut,
Baze.
Baze, Han and Lando are new, I guess, but like Beckett could count. Like, and then in the Rebels is new characters too. So Kanan, Ezra, Zeb,
Chopper. Callus.
Thrawn. Well, I think they want like heroes
Oh.
because the villains get beat by girls, Lizzie.
Oh. Right.
No, if they're men, they can only be beat by men. It just wouldn't make sense.
Right. Because, like, you know, a 120-pound woman can't punch a guy. That's what people were complaining about. They were like, that woman weighs 120 pounds. There's no way she could use the Force on him. I'm like, what?
I guess Yoda can't do anything then.
He's like the
I
size
guess
of the body.
Ezra, Ezra was small when he was younger. Not super small, but pretty small when he was younger. I guess he can't do anything. Luke was
So
pretty
you can't do
skinny.
anything either.
Yeah, whatever. The Force is determined by weight now.
So you can't podcast with the way.
Chewie is the strongest Jedi. Jabba is the strongest Jedi. That's ridiculous. Okay. You have lied to George Lucas when you told him that legacy characters would be protected and make sure that they would continue to live in the way that he created. George Lucas.
Hasn't really... It
Wait.
seems like he's okay with this.
Wait. Okay. My first interpretation of this by legacy characters. I meant Legends characters because my brain didn't work, and I was like, Lucas didn't create the Legends characters. What are you talking about? But I guess mean legacy, like, Han, Chewie, Leia, Luke. George Lucas, because George Lucas isn't on any contract with them. He can say what he wants, and he's not saying anything. So we have to, and he's saying good things, actually.
Yeah, he's not like, oh, well, you are trashing Luke. What's going on?
Yeah, I think the closest thing to this that he said was like, oh, my original plans for the sequel trilogy were different. And like, yeah, two people aren't going to have the same ideas.
You read my mind.
Okay, you have lied to George Lucas when you said you wanted to do something for the fans, and now fully reneged, I don't even know that word, upon that promise, telling Mark Hamill that the stories you want to tell matter more than the fans. I think that's specifically about, I could be wrong, but I think I read something where Rian Johnson said something like that to Mark Hamill. But I think what he said was, like, this might make some people angry, but we need to tell, like, it should be about the story before making every single person happy. I think that's what, he said something along those lines, which is good for storytelling, you know, it's, because some people are complaining, like, oh, Star Wars is going to get too corporate now that it's owned by Disney, so saying the story matters over making people happy and pay money, that's showing it's not.
So you can tilt the phone, it's like flashing to my eyes.
Suffer.
You're killing Sappy.
Okay. What's next? You have given the core trinity of characters from the original trilogy terrible send-offs. Luke Skywalker dying as a sour old man who couldn't be bothered to come help his sister in person or mourn the loss of his best friend.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we watched him mourn the loss of Han. Did they want the entire movie to be Luke being sad? Is that what they wanted?
He did help his sister because my brother, how like he was like
Not in person. I mean, but
They said
he
in
still
person,
helped.
but like, he still helped.
so he's still alive, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
But like, he died looking at a twin sunset.
Rebellion.
What else could you want?
Resistance. Sorry.
Poetry, like, it's like, it shows. Okay, not even touching that. Han Solo dying by the blade of his own son in a move that ultimately had zero impact on his psychological state moving forwards. Last Jedi, it shows Kylo being broken up by Han's death, which
And he didn't kill his mother.
I don't feel remorseful. I don't feel like bad for Kylo, because you can't like kill someone and be like, oh, I'm sad they're dead. It's like, yeah, I really wish you could have done something about that, buddy.
I mean, I feel bad for Kylo.
I don't know.
But for Kylo too.
Like, I can't like punch you in the eye and be like, oh no, Lizzie, I'm so sorry you have a black eye. It's like, duh.
You do it a lot.
What if I ever punched you in the eye?
Never in the eye.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've seen you twice. When have I punched you?
Verbally.
Okay.
Verbally hurt me.
But like, the
Bellion.
Han dying by the blade of his own son because he was trying to save his son shows how he's grown from
Jerkiness.
not jerkiness, but like being more selfish to having a family. I don't.
Showing his soft side.
And then Leia flying back to the Raddus in a comedic scene that reminds one of Mary Poppins and will shamefully forever be how Carrie Fisher's last outing in film will be remembered. It's not.
That's not. I mean, if you do that, if you remember her that way, then yeah, you're gonna remember her that way.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. You could see
Well,
all
like,
the other memorable moments she has.
They didn't. That wasn't like, and it wasn't like that was her last scene in the movie.
Right.
She had, like, if anything, her send-off was her holding Rey's hand and saying that things were going to be okay. What about that send-off? That's a great... Well, also, like, they didn't know that was going to be Carrie's last movie. They had no way they could have predicted that.
No.
And because, like, the 9th movie was supposed to be all about her. And I know they would have... You know, however they're going to handle that, I know they're going to respect her and respect Leia. I don't know. You don't bring up the death of a real life person for your dumb
petty
Star Wars rebellion.
Yeah.
You don't bring that up when you're talking about like.
Oh, but Zoe, this is serious.
Like that's like if like you're arguing with someone about something, and then you're like, oh well, your aunt died. I don't know. It feels disrespectful to me. Like they're saying,
oh well, they made her have this weird scene, which I will admit I thought it was kind of weird, but I'm not hating it. I'm not like, well, they just disrespected her.
Yeah.
No, you're disrespecting her by like bringing up her.
They showed her using the Force, like
right.
Yeah.
I think it was the only time she used the Force.
I mean, you kind of use it to like sense.
Yeah,
friends.
but like actually.
Yeah.
Use,
Like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It just feels. They're saying it's disrespectful that they did that, but like they're being
Disrespectful by just
throwing that in there. So you have shamelessly attacked. Alright, this is the next thing. I'm not saying this. You have shamelessly attacked anyone who voiced a negative opinion, calling them racist, sexist, misogynist. Why do they separate sexist and misogynist? I mean, it's the same thing.
trying to be smart. Remember?
Alright.
WikiHow, how to be the smart.
Sexist, misogynist, telling them that they almost have a problem with strong women, telling them that only overweight white males and members of the alt-right dislike the direction you're taking the franchise. No one has said that.
No.
Not a single person. I mean, okay. Someone at some point has probably said that, joking or whatever. But no large amount of people, especially not people from Lucasfilm, have seriously said that.
Right. Like, I get the whole thing with, like, being called racist and stuff, but that's what they're doing.
Well, like, if you're like, I don't like Star Wars because they're pushing a social agenda by having people of color and women, and someone's like,
they were making fun of Rose.
Yeah.
For being Asian.
Yeah, well, yeah, there was the whole thing with someone, I edited her Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
And, like, so if you're like, I don't like the new Star Wars because there's people of color and women, and someone says, oh, that makes you racist and sexist.
Yeah, I don't think
and then you can't be like, no, it doesn't. I just hate black people. That doesn't make me racist. It's like, no, it does, actually.
Actually, yeah, buddy.
It's like, I want to see only white men in my Star Wars. It's like, okay, that's racist.
My Star
no,
Wars.
it's not. Leave me alone.
It's funny, like, I keep thinking of when Black Panther came out. They were like, white people were like, oh, it's not diverse. And I'm like, okay, yeah. But, like
upside down.
yeah, because there was, like, one white person.
Two.
Yes.
And then
Two, one of them died.
he deserved it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was a villain.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
But he wasn't even, like, the main villain.
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
I heard someone say
well, that's the
they
thing.
don't
People
see, I heard someone say they didn't want to see Black Panther because they never heard of the character.
Did they hear of Ant-Man? But they still saw Ant-Man.
I don't know.
But, like, I don't know. Well, also, these are the same people that are like, oh, a historical movie? There can't be women in it. Women weren't invented until 1950. But then a movie about a country in Africa has black people, and they're like, well, where's the diversity?
Like,
I just, like, people in, like, Lucasfilm are, like, they're not shutting down criticism. If they
Right.
didn't want criticism, they'd be paying critics off. And, I mean, I guess technically I don't know if they are, but I don't think they are, because I've seen people say not completely negative, but some negative things, and they wouldn't be saying that if they got paid off. So,
like, I don't know.
well, I feel like these people don't know the difference between something being bad and them not liking
Liking it,
something.
yeah.
Because, like, there's things that, like, I don't like, And that doesn't mean they're bad. It's just
Except
not
for a holiday special.
I love the holiday special.
It's bad though.
That's why I love it. But like, there's things that I don't like, and like, you know, I don't like them, but I know that it's just because it's not for me. You know,
Right.
it's like if there's a sandwich and someone really likes it and you don't like it, that doesn't mean the sandwich is bad. It just means you taste it differently. I don't know. I don't know how that
just
works.
don't like it.
Yeah. And like, I think like people are allowed to not like The Last Jedi. I'm not gonna be like you have to like the movie, but
Right.
it's
But you don't have to like.
well, if a movie can ruin your childhood, then like
You got problems.
seriously, it's not like the movie like, you know, snapped its
You need to
fingers
go
and
out
everything
for
crumbled
more.
away like Infinity War. Like bye childhood memories.
I don't feel so good.
It's a 5th birthday party. I don't feel so good. It's like,
Childhood disappears.
yeah, like I just like you still have those memories. Whether
It's not like someone's ripping them out of your brain and all of a sudden they're gone. Or you have horrible, traumatic memories.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, those memories are still good. If you don't like the memories you have now of the new movies, then just stop watching them and you'll stop having those memories.
yeah, I guess.
So just keep thinking of those memories and keep watching those movies that you liked.
Well, I feel like also people don't know how to. These people don't know how, because they're so used to everything catering to them. I think they don't know how to not like something. Because like there's things, I'm not gonna say what they are, because I don't want to be mean. But there's shows that like I don't like, and I handle my dislike of them by being like, whenever I see like something from them, I'm like, oh, I don't like that, and then I move on with my day.
And then
I never think about it unless it somehow comes up or I see something. I'm like, oh, that show, and then I just move on.
Yeah.
I don't obsess over it.
What they do, they're like, oh, Star Wars. Ew. I'm going to think about this all day. And I'm going to write all over my Twitter about how horrible it is.
Like, this,
And then they complain. They're like, no, well, we don't have a
and
life.
then people are like, hey, that's kind of rude and annoying. And they're like, you're rude and annoying by calling me rude and annoying. Well, you're being rude and annoying. So, I don't know. Like, just, like if you don't like something, then just like, you know, you see it, you're like, and then move on. You know? You know what I'm talking about though? Like, I don't know. Just move on. You know? You don't have to obsess over it. Clearly, the movie...
I hate holiday special. I'm going to write all over Twitter and Instagram and I don't know what social media there is, but I'm going to hate on it
You're gonna
all day.
write on Instagram.
Yes.
All right, Lizzie.
Facebook. That's what the teenagers are into, right?
Not even close. Like, just... I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. Just don't obsess over it if you hate it. I don't, like, be positive. Like, if you don't like something, then find something you do like. Think about that.
But
Maybe
they don't
they
do
like
anything
being
with their life. So they just
Like, but like, you're like, oh, I don't like the new Star Wars. Then think about the old Star Wars.
and like all this stuff is giving them attention. So I'm guessing they just love the attention.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, if I keep saying these awful things, people are going to keep talking to me and keep trying to, you know, and then I'll look like the victim. I'm like, no, dude, bro, stop.
All right. Here's the last grievance on the list. You have refused to acknowledge any complaints as legitimate from the fans and do not even recognize the people who aren't male or are not Caucasian, dislike your modus operandi as well. Just say mode of operation. What? Why are you Latin? Why are you Latin? Okay. First of all, I'm not saying there aren't, but I am going to say that just based on like Twitter and stuff, I don't think I've seen anyone who's not male and not white that dislikes the new stuff. I'm not saying people like that don't exist, because I'm sure they do. But I haven't seen, like, most of it is white guys.
Yeah.
So I'm not. I mean, you know, there are white guys who do like the new Star Wars, and there are non-white guys, non-white, non-guys, I guess I should say, that don't like it. But I think generally it's mostly white guys.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. But like, it's not like I feel like these people think that the Star Wars like social media, like official Star Wars accounts, are just like attacking people. Where if you scroll through like Star Wars Twitter, it's just like, oh, here's a picture of a porg, here's a picture, here's a quote of the day, here's, you know, here's some fan art there was, like, here's a celebration of, like, it's not, they don't really talk to people.
Right. They're not like, it's not like they're, I guess they're not really paying attention to this, or I'm pretty sure they are, but they're not like saying it, or they're not saying, hey, you guys are jerks, stop. They're not doing any of that. They're just going on with their life, because I'm sure they've been like tolerating this for a while,
Yeah.
and now it's just becoming an even more bigger thing.
It's just like, I don't know. Like, because like the Star Wars Twitter isn't gonna be like, thank you for your feedback. It's not like it's not like a Target Twitter where you message them, they're like, we're sorry that you didn't get your service right away or whatever. I don't know. Like,
That would be funny.
That would be. Thank you for your feedback. We will be sure to change the movie.
Just to your liking.
Yeah.
They can't please
But like,
anyone.
are they talking about like, cause like that, honestly, that is Ryan Johnson's personal Twitter. He's like I guess like employed at Lucasfilm to make movies, but he's not like, he doesn't work for, does that make sense? Like, he doesn't like, he's not like officially employed at Lucasfilm. He's a director who gets hired to do movies on occasion.
Yeah.
He's not Pablo Hidalgo or Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
I don't think Kathleen Kennedy even has like her own social media. Pablo does, but Pablo just minds his own business and sometimes says Star Wars things
Pablo's
and sometimes
great.
posts pictures of Transformers. Like,
Yeah. Pablo is amazing.
and then like Ryan Johnson mostly talks about like Star Wars stuff, but like it's mostly he like interacts with people who are positive, because you know, don't spread the negativity. I don't know.
It's not fun to be.
Yeah. I don't understand, Lizzy. I don't understand.
I don't understand
Ridiculous.
either, and I think we're all dying from the sun right now.
A little bit.
I'm safe now.
We, the fans of Star Wars, do therefore, in the name and by the authority,
What authority? Wait, what?
I don't know, of the free market of the world, capital W, solemnly publish and declare our intentions
What are their intentions?
to fight and oppose you and your socio-political ideals by any and all means at our disposal.
They're trying to give
What are they-
themselves permission to keep doing this?
What are they gonna do? How are they gonna fight the socio-political ideals? Are they gonna not see the movie? Have they not been doing that? Like,
Are they gonna boycott?
are they gonna be mad on Twitter? Because they've been doing that.
Yeah, there's no difference, guys.
To refuse any decree from Lucasfilm as to what we, capital W, should like that is contrary to the right, capital R, of opinion, capital O. I don't know what that means. Lucasfilm isn't posting every week. It's like, here, all Star Wars fans, you must like this, this, and this.
Yeah, they're just like, here's a movie, you know? You guys have been waiting for a while. Here's a movie. It's pretty, you know, go watch it if you want. They're not like, you must watch it, you must love it, and you must support us. Send us your $20 million.
Anything like on an ad that's like, you don't want to miss this, or you should see the blank whatever, like just what movie advertisements do. That's not a Star Wars thing. To bring about your destruction and the destruction of your career in anything relating to filmography. Is this?
I didn't even notice the little fancy outline.
Oh god, the whole thing's a mess. Is this like the career of Lucasfilm as a company? Do they want to get rid of Lucasfilm as a company because they know Once they do that, there's no Star Wars.
Right. No, they're gonna take over. I think that's what they want to do.
Or is this like talking to like Kathleen Kennedy, I guess? And they want to destroy her career because she made movies they don't like? Alright, let's see. And then to forever restore the true characterization of these beings in a galaxy far, far away.
I wonder if like Marvel or anyone else has problems with this.
I'm not
This bad.
I don't think so. I think the Star Wars fandom can be the most like amazing thing in the world,
Or it can be absolute trash.
I think you
There's,
have
like,
to find the right
kind of
people.
points.
Yeah. Which
Um,
usually you do.
Yeah.
But then there are sometimes when you're like, oh, I like Star Wars. They're like, what is wrong with you? Why do you love Like, we love Legends. And I'm like, wait, that's Star Wars.
And then are you ready for the last line? To these ends, we pledge our merchandise, our honor, and our wallets.
Oh.
Say that again?
Sorry.
To these ends, we pledge our merchandise, our honor, and our wallets.
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 I don't. How
Why
are
are
they
they
gonna
pledging
pledge their merchant? How does that? Are they gonna
I think it's
give
just,
up their merchandise to fight Lucasfilm?
They're gonna throw.
How are they
action figures
pledging
at
it?
them. And a little punch.
Their honor, Lizzie. Their honor.
Their honor. Oh my god.
What? They already lost their honor when they made this,
Right.
They lost
Their
a lot of
dignity
things.
and brain cells.
and their wallets. Or how are they pledging this though? Like, what are they pledging? Okay. All right. I hate this.
Just a moment of silence for those who have killed their own brain cells making this.
Okay. Well, all right. Any more words to say about this ridiculousness? Because I want to move on
I
to
don't
something
think I want
good.
to. Like I want to barf.
It makes my stomach hurt. It's just really dumb. I think we've talked as much as we can about it.
All right. Positivity. There was the Saturn Awards last night, and
Yay.
there were some Star Wars wins. So let's talk about that because that's pretty cool. Because I just want to know the winners. I don't need to know everyone that was nominated. Just give me a list of the winners. All right. So let's see. Best comic to film motion picture, Black Panther. We were just talking about that. Any other? Best actor, Mark Hamill, Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Oh, what? Oh, Gal Gadot got Best Actress for Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman came out like a year ago. Okay. Oh, I know.
What are you looking at now?
Best Supporting Actress, Denai Guerrera, also from Black Panther. And Tom Holland got the Best Actor for Spider. Okay, I'm reading too much Black Panther stuff. I'm sorry. Best Writing, Ryan Johnson.
Ooh.
Me and Lizzie are doing the, what do you even call this?
The sway of the hand.
Sway of the hand, where we're just like, you see?
You see? You see? You
Yeah,
see?
I keep looking at all the Black Panther stuff. I'm sorry.
Oh.
And then those were the movie awards. Television awards. Best animated TV series, Star Wars Rebels.
Yay!
Oh,
Swaying of the hands?
Obviously, it's what they deserve. That's all the Star Wars, right? Yeah. Home entertainment. This looks. No, or the Filmmakers Showcase Award, Jake Kasdan. He's Lawrence Kasdan's son. He worked on Solo, didn't he? He got Filmmakers Showcase. Cool. Alright, yeah. So that's cool. People are ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know. Last Jedi also got Best Editing. For Bob Duxey. I don't know how to say that, but That's all the Star Wars ones, right? Yeah.
Yay.
So, the picture, I'm on this Collider article. This picture looks like I don't know what this picture's from. It's from The Last Jedi, obviously. 'Cause it's Rey and Luke, but... Okay, now half of it is a black box. There. That looks...
Oh, that's from a deleted
Yeah.
scene, right?
Deleted scene with, like, lanterns and stuff. Alright, cool. Yeah, so Last Jedi won some awards. Can't be that bad if it won awards for Best Actor, Best Writing, and Best Editing. And
Yeah.
Rebels got Best Animated TV Series. Second year in a row for Rebels. So got it last year, too. Yeah. So... Star Wars can't be doing too bad. It won 4 awards last night. Star Wars is doing great.
People are just babies. Babies.
I mean, like, it's fine if you don't like something. Like, you're allowed to not like things. Just don't expect everyone else to be just as negative as you. Just because you're sad that
If you don't like
not
some-
every protagonist looks like you anymore.
If you don't like something, don't waste your time on it.
Yeah.
Famous words from Sappy.
Thank you, Sappy. You're iconic.
Sun's in my eyes now.
You need to get taller so you can block the sun for Sappy.
Okay.
No, because I'm to be taller than me. I just need
Like, I don't know. There's so many people. Not really
There are a
me.
lot of
I'm a
people.
white-haired. I'm
White-haired?
a white-haired. I'm a brown-haired white girl. I'm pretty well represented, but other people have not been seeing themselves represented in movies since the beginning of time.
Cassian.
And they are now in Star Wars and in other stuff too, but in Star Wars because that's what we're talking about, Star Wars. And I think that's good.
Yeah.
That's only good. It's not. There's nothing wrong with it. I think. I don't know. I mean, there are ways they could be doing better. For example, all of our live-action Star Wars women that are in main roles are like me. They're white, brown-haired girls, so they could be doing better. Definitely
not
better in
British,
that
though.
area.
I mean, you're
yeah,
not British.
they're all British too. So
Yes,
I think there's ways to be doing better in representation. Like, there's no explicit on-screen LGBT representation, and obviously,
I mean, there is in the books.
in the
right?
books. But I think on-screen would just be more better,
Yeah, it would be because people
More
watch
people
the
watch
movies
the movies
more.
and the TV series than the books. I mean, the books and comics.
Like the only thing there was Lando flirting with Han, and
Solo, yeah.
but that's it.
And some people
and
didn't
like
even,
a lot
some
of
lots
people,
a lot of
didn't catch on to that.
Yeah. And like, because in the comics, there's Afra and that girl, right? Afra's a girlfriend or something, right?
Yeah, I think so. And in the comics, Afra.
In the books, in the Aftermath books, obviously, because everyone hates Chuck Wendig because of how great he is. Because there's Sinjir and Condor are the best. The best. And then Temin had his aunts. And there's like a mention of dead dads.
Was it Holdo?
In Holdo, it was like alluded. She was talking about aliens, not as much genders. But you could definitely read it that way, I think.
Well, then in that case, Kanan.
Yeah. Well, I don't think aliens count as much as for LGBT representation.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's funny. I like Mark Hamill's great. Like, I heard my dad saying that Mark Hamill was like, oh, you want Luke to be gay? Heck, he's gay as heck.
Yeah.
He's super gay. Then
Yeah, Mark Hamill's great. Yeah, I think they could be doing better in representation for the LGBT community, especially for trans people. I don't think there's any transgender Star Wars characters.
I don't
and if
think
there
so.
are, I've missed it.
there's just
So it's
like
not specific enough.
there's just tomboys.
Yeah.
That's it, really.
And I think maybe I missed this, but wasn't there gay Imperial officers in a certain point of view. Was that a thing, or did I imagine that?
Which one?
I don't know. I think it was like the mouse raid one or something.
I don't think I read that one.
I don't know. I heard something about that. I don't know. I don't really remember that one too well. And in Chuck Wendig's chapter, there's a mention of a woman and her wife. So it's the LGBT representation in Star Wars is lots of small references, except with the exception of Sinjir and Condor and Afra and that white. She actually does have white hair. That girl that Afra's with. That girl.
I think movies now are kind of scared to put that out there because people will just immediately attack it.
Yeah.
So I think it's slowly getting there. Like, I don't think they're doing it on purpose. They're like, oh, we're only going to give them a taste of this.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's not like a malicious thing by far. I think they're worried. Because at the end of the day, Lucasfilm is owned by Disney. And Disney is a corporation and Disney wants to make money. And I don't think that, like, I'm not saying, like, every Star Wars movie is, like, a mindless cash grab.
Well, like, even
but,
if
like,
Disney, like,
there is a point where it is to a point, partially, at least, about money.
Right.
And I think we can't ignore that.
But even for Disney, like, it's the money, and I guess also, because in Finding Dory, they had, there was a scene with the baby.
Well, yeah, but it was, like, background.
Yeah.
And people got mad about it still.
Immediately, like, they didn't do anything. They were just the only thing.
It was
you couldn't even.
It was like a 3-second shot.
Wait, what happened?
So in Finding Dory, like, there's the squid is in a baby carriage, and these two women look at it. They're like, "Oh, a baby," and then get freaked out. That's all you see. They're not like holding hands or like kissing or.
People still got really mad about it. Like.
I think.
Sorry.
Pause your podcast.
Sure.
Was it let you pause?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, move
All right.
back.
Sorry, Sabby. Yeah.
Back.
Yeah. They're definitely
back. Sorry.
They're definitely not doing it like maliciously.
Right.
Like, you only get a little bit of gay. Yeah, they're definitely being just cautious. Because people are, like, when the first Force Awakens trailer came out, Finn appeared and people got mad.
Yeah.
Like,
so
people are going to get mad about it. So I think it'll come eventually. I can't say how soon. I think we'll get eventually. But that's just a criticism, you know. They could be doing better, especially in trans representation, but in gay representation too.
Just representation in general.
Yeah, they could have women of color, because all the women look like me. And when the white brunette is like, hey, too many white brunettes, that's a problem. I don't need to look at a character and be like, oh, she looks like me, I should do a costume. I have enough costumes.
Stay in the sun.
Sorry, Sappy. I have enough costume ideas. I don't need any more.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed you.
What are you trying to do? Oh,
Yeah, and this,
Talk to you
I don't know.
It's just
Well, also we only have, it's been what, 4 movies total? 2 are one's sequel to one of them.
Yeah. So there's Rogue One, Force Awakens / Jedi, Solo.
Yeah.
And so Force Awakens,
you had Rey, Finn, and Poe.
I was gonna name other women, but I guess that's
Rey,
there's
Finn,
that.
Poe. Well, Leia's already an existing character.
Yeah.
Well, Maz, Phasma.
Yeah. But she's still white.
Yeah. I'm just naming like anything that could be considered that makes people mad, because they're easily enraged. Then Rogue One came out, so you had Cassian, Jyn, Cassian.
Basically that whole team.
Yeah, the whole team.
Okay.
So it's funny because
except
people are,
K2SO, I guess. K2SO was played by a white guy. He doesn't count.
Yeah, he doesn't count. But it's funny because people are like, oh, you know, you have these people, like, you have so much diversity, and then you have this white person, but it's a female.
Yeah.
Like, why is a female leading?
And then Last Jedi, you have Rey, Finn, and Poe again, and Holdo, Rose, obviously.
Rose.
Paige. I guess that was it. For new characters, I think that made people mad. Phasma was back. Phasma played a bigger role.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, Phasma looks so cool, but she didn't do anything. And then Phasma does stuff. And they're like, why is it all women doing stuff?
What do you want?
Was that it? Last Jedi wasn't like, it was, that was it. I think in Last Jedi.
There's the casino.
Yeah, it's a casino that had people in the background. And then Solo, which there was Lando and Kira. Val. But Val died.
Val was
So sad now.
You just spoiled the movie, so we get
Okay,
out.
it's June. It is almost July.
I was kidding. It's July.
Is that it in Solo? There's the dancing lady. I can't do this thing. We need your dad. Where is he? Where'd he go?
It's gone. Disappeared.
Yeah, in the gold sparkly dress, and she's like,
and the jar guy.
and the jar guy.
Then there's Dryden Voss. He's white.
Yeah.
Beckett, white.
Yeah. The movie with the most white guys, and they boycott it. And they're like, no, I don't want to boycott Star Wars because there's no white guys. And they get a movie with white guys, and they're like, no.
No. How dare you? Enfys Nest.
Yeah, Enfys. I love
Enfys is amazing.
Yeah.
She's white, right?
I thought she's just like really. I thought she was just like really like light skin, like mixed, like
Maybe.
that's what I don't know. But she's woman, Lizzy.
Woman.
She's woman.
Oh my god. Definitely not 3 female podcasters.
I'm a podcaster now.
Yeah.
Yes, you're a podcaster now.
Yay.
Axel's over there, but
Yeah, I'm right here.
what's up, Axel? What do you think about all these people trying to remake Star Wars and stuff?
I think that if they're gonna do it, then at least make it or not even know the right word for it, or at least make it fun, or not like with all like only white people and only like males and stuff.
But Axel, that's why they don't like the new ones.
What if this is a
I know,
prank?
right?
What if this is a prank and they're being like, send us all your money and we'll make it our way, and then it's all diversity and it's representation everywhere.
That's turning into a
Prank. Please.
I think the best prank would be they raise $200 million and give it to charity.
That too.
know, right?
That's actually way better. Sorry.
Just high-five towel like me.
And the sun is in my way because like
Just like,
yeah. Right here.
so, like, I guess these people don't like rebels because I don't think anyone in the Ghost Crew is
No
white.
one likes rebels. Everyone hates rebels.
Yeah, Sabine's
It's because Sabine's Asian
Yeah.
and Kane's like Latino,
She
right?
is?
I don't know. It's hard to tell because they're cartoons,
Yeah.
like not played by real people.
I mean, Freddie Prinze.
Freddie Prinze Jr. is Latino, and then Ezra's like, I want to say he's like Middle Eastern, right? Is that the right word? Space Aladdin.
Space Aladdin.
Oh God! Remember when the Rebels fandom was just Space Aladdin and Melu Run jokes? And now look where we are.
It's just crazy.
Remember when the darkest thing that happened was Kanan being tortured?
Oh my god. People were complaining about that. Like, women were complaining that Hera was being drugged and, being tortured. And they were like, well, there are people with real life experiences of that. I'm like, all of this is basically real life, but like space.
What about when Kanan?
Yeah, and
like,
what about when Kanan got tortured? Like,
or,
no
like-
one said anything about that.
Or like Sabine was kind of like a little bit,
Yeah.
They
And-
tried.
Or like,
And there was so there was this lady, and she was just like, well, I have my own memories of being of things like that, and I don't need to be seeing that.
some people
'cause
were
that's
saying
not...
that like Hera was saying I love you to Kanan, and they're like she shouldn't have. Like it's unfair that she did it just because of the drugs. She literally said it's not
yeah,
the drugs. Like that was the very very next thing she said. And she was acting normal from all the way on.
Yeah, she was fine. Like, so I don't understand the whole thing about... I think there was a comic, I can't remember, but Hera pretending to be a slave, people were upset about that too. And it was because women are being enslaved. I'm like, yeah, that happened in real life too. Kind of happening now. But and it's all these, like...
But, like, fiction depicting real circumstances. Like, I would understand if, like, they were depicting these kind of circumstances and, like, joking about it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And, like, making, like, or depicting it in a way that was, like, disrespectful. But they're not. They're just depicting them. And...
like, it's kind of a way to show people, hey, this is also happening in real life.
Yeah.
Like, come on. But people are upset about it, and they're just...
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just, like, I could get, like, you said the person said they had, like, their own experience of that kind of thing happening to them. Like, I can understand if you're like, oh, I was uncomfortable watching that episode because of that. Like, I get that. You don't want to be reminded of that.
But then you're going all over social media saying about it, going over and over and over about it's your traumatic memories. Yeah. And then you keep bringing it up.
Yeah, well, you can't say, like, it's bad because they showed that.
Yeah.
Like, I get if you're like, I don't want to watch this because of that.
I'm uncomfortable, yeah.
But there's like, it's not bad because it showed that.
Right.
I don't know. Okay.
I feel like...
I don't know.
They didn't do anything, like, extreme with it.
Yeah, and it's not like... I don't know. Like, they showed Kanan being tortured because they only showed the parts of both Kanan and Hera and Sabine being tortured when there was dialogue around it that was important to the story. And... like, they didn't show, like, it wasn't, like, the episode wasn't 20 minutes of Hera being tortured and nothing else. Like, they only showed the torture
because it was
when there was dialogue.
Like, necessary to the story,
yeah.
I guess.
Like, I could understand having
words.
a criticism if it was just, like, here's an episode and it's just Hera
being
suffering.
Tortured. Yeah.
Like, I could get being like, really? Did they have to do that? But it's just, like, they showed it a little bit to, like, as bumpers towards the beginning and end, but... it was mostly about the dialogue happening, and the torture was also happening during the dialogue. I don't know.
So you know what happens. What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just... ugh.
I don't know. It's just...
it's also kind of a thing where they're not really... the Empire doesn't show mercy to either gender or species.
Because Rebels is, like... it's not like I don't want to say it's like a kid's show, because that has connotations of, like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But, like, it... Thanks, Axel. Welcome. But it is on a Disney channel. It's on Disney XD. Or it was, I guess. It's not running anymore. Disney XD.
Bring it back. Ow.
And a lot of kids watched it. So they couldn't have, like, the heroes being as brutal to show how bad they are like they would in, like, other things. Because Star Wars doesn't really do that. So they have to show... because Rebels is a show where the heroes escape a lot. And they're fine, even if it's hard fought. They make it out. And you have to show the villains being bad so that they know.
Be suffering.
Just let it be. Let it be. This Axel, just chill.
Just leave it.
Axel, leave it alone or you'll be stung like Zoe.
Wait, you get stung?
Yeah.
I was in Death Valley. Just leave it, Axel. I feel like you just knocked his leg off. Okay. Anyway.
Tree support. I have a leg.
Wait,
Something fell off. I don't know.
Anyway, continue.
Star Wars.
Sorry.
Like, they have to show the villains being bad somehow.
Yeah, they can't just be like, well, I can't even know.
Because the whole storytelling is very much, and I write screenplays and stuff sometimes. And yeah, Lizzie's read. You haven't read my screenplays, actually.
I've read your depressing stories.
I've written some happy ones. I'll have to show them to you sometime.
You only showed her sad ones.
I showed her one that was happy, but it was
She wanted
kinda
to make me cry, but it hasn't worked yet.
Oh. I can show you a happy one sometime. I don't know when. Anyway, but like the most important thing and something that I struggle with is show, don't tell. You can't have Thrawn as a villain. You're like, here's Thrawn. You can't be like, he's bad. It's like, okay, how? Like you have to show it. You have to show him hurting people emotionally and physically.
Shows a lot.
Yeah, you have to. You have to show, or else your readers aren't going to believe it. You have to like for example, you have I'm going to use Black Panther as an example because they did this really well. If you have a sympathetic villain, which is hard to pull off, and not all stories do it right.
Wait, what was?
Killmonger. Killmonger is a sympathetic villain, but they don't. They're like, here's Killmonger. He's a villain, but you should feel bad for him. They show you why you should feel bad for him and why he does the things he does. I think Ryan Coogler did a great job with that. You have to. You can't just tell. You have to show. It's not show and tell. It's show.
Yeah.
I mean, people are allowed to criticize things. You can. There are things you can criticize about Rebels. I can't think of any right now, but I'm sure there are. I don't know. And when we're talking about this, we're saying we disagree with her criticism, but we're not saying that woman that said that stuff. I think I saw the Twitter thread you're talking about, so I think I might know who you mean. We're not saying she's a bad person, her opinion is invalid.
Right.
She's entitled to that opinion.
Yes.
And, if she didn't like something, she's allowed to not like it.
Yeah. The only thing is, stop. They keep just hurting other people
Yeah.
while they do that.
Well,
So it's just...
let's say I didn't like The Last Jedi, and I was normal about it. If I'm scrolling and I see, I don't know, Brian Young posts a lot about how much he loves it. And if I didn't like The Last Jedi, I scroll through that, and Brian Young's like, oh, I love The Last Jedi. I'm like, cool, scroll. It's he's entitled to that opinion, just like I'm entitled to my opinion. You can't be like, I have an opinion, and you have a different opinion, so you're not allowed to have your opinion. Only I'm allowed to have my opinion.
Fight.
Well, because, if you... if someone's being a jerk and you're like, hey, shut up, they're like, I'm allowed to have my opinion, but then you're like, you say your opinion, they're like, no, you can't have that. Not good. Not good. Sappy, what's in your hair?
No.
Fluff from the towels.
Hey, you threw one at my face.
Well, you wanted to have your eyes covered from the sun. I don't know. People,
Need to chill out.
yeah, people suck.
She's watching this.
Yeah, just,
I feel like that's all I can say.
I don't know what else to say. Axel, you have anything to say, man?
I'm just gonna say, it's haters, stop being annoying. Well, if and haters could stop being annoyed, that would be awesome for everyone and stuff. Yeah.
Wise words. Wise words from Axel. Sappy, what do you have to say?
You stuck your butt in my face when you stood up.
Wise words from Sappy as well.
Stop hating.
Okay.
I don't know.
Be a bee.
Be a bee. Get your leg cut off. Then come back to us.
Still there.
Wait, he is?
The bee's
he's
dead.
not.
Don't be a bee. The bee's dead.
Wait.
Don't be a bee.
Yeah. Just,
He's still dead?
Oh my
well, probably not that you're sitting on him.
No, he came back from the dead. He's a zombie bee.
Zombie.
How comes when I make a pun, you stare at me like, no, and then
Because
Sabby
my
says
puns are
zombie,
funny.
and you start laughing.
Because my puns
You
are
banged
actually
your head right
funny.
next to the phone.
Zombie.
Okay.
So don't be jealous.
Okay.
I can't be.
Maybe I'll sunblock your jacket.
No. That won't be nice. Be nice.
Okay. I
Yeah.
don't have any wise words.
It's just called
Wise
the
words
bee
from the
episode.
Star Wars geek girl. Be
Don't
nice.
be a bee because the bee's
Yeah.
dead.
Don't be a bee because the bee is dead.
Just, I don't know, like have your opinions, but be chill about it. Like, if you want to put your opinions out there, post them, and then if someone responds and like wants to discuss it and like a normal human and not screaming at each other, then go ahead and discuss it. But don't like if someone else makes something, post something, and they say like, oh, I like this, and they don't say, how did you feel? Like, if they say, how did you feel about it, you can go ahead and be like, oh, I didn't like it.
Right,
But if
and
you
there's like those conversations. Like, I could see how some people feel threatened. Like, the people that are hating, they feel threatened because there are some people like us that love Star Wars who are attacking the haters.
Yeah.
Like, we're not really attacking. We're just kind of saying, hey, man, chill out.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, let's be, you know, let's be civilized. But, you know.
like, well, there's so many, like, if someone says like, I like this, don't just be like, well, I didn't like this, so you can't like it.
Right.
Like, I don't like things. I don't like meat. That doesn't mean you can't like meat. This means I don't like meat.
love meat.
You
But
know?
I have been eating vegan food for the week.
It's more like, it's been like 3 days.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
dying.
Well, not all vegan food because you had meat today.
I did have meat today.
Yeah.
I had meat with vegan cheese.
Yeah, just like, I
Be
don't know,
chill.
like if you're allowed to
Be
not like
nice.
things, but just like you're not allowed to not like things, other people are allowed to like them. And
Yeah.
you can criticize something, but
Nice.
if your entire life begins revolving around how much you hate something,
Get a hobby.
Let's get a life.
do
Get a life.
literally anything.
Get a family.
Okay.
Find love in your life.
Get a dad.
Just like get a little bonsai tree and just do that. Just anything.
Get a dog.
Anything besides screaming on Twitter about a space movie. Because at the end of the day, it is a space movie. And it's important. And they're important to a lot of people, including myself, obviously.
Right, and there's like that.
But-
Sorry.
it is
I
a
just
space
said
movie.
Yeah.
And like it's not real.
I don't see how some people they watch the Star Wars movie and then they don't see the morals. Like it teaches so many things, and it just goes it goes right over their head, and like a lot of people have become amazing people because of Star Wars, because they listen to those stories and they learn from them, and these people are just like, no, we're just gonna hate on it.
Did you
Or we love Star Wars, but we're gonna be total jerks.
Did you ever see that? Like I guess it's like I guess it's a meme, which I hate referencing. I hate saying the word meme in real life because people who do that tend to not be
Axel?
sorry, not Axel, but people like our age.
Oh.
They're like, oh, did you see this meme? It's like, oh my god, leave me alone. No, but it's like
Axel.
I think it's perfect for what right now. It's a guy, and then there's a robot, and it says like has an arrow like going over its head. It's like capitalism. I forgot what the original one is. Capitalism, whatever. I don't know. What's the word? I forgot what it is. War is bad. That's what it is. The original is war is bad, and it's an arrow going over its head, and the guy's just looking at the robot and saying, "Wow, cool robot." Like,
Yeah.
I think it was original was like the Iron Giant or something. Like war is bad, and then wow, cool robot. Like that's what it is. It's like, you know, the message of Star Wars is going over their head, and they're like, wow, space battle.
Yeah.
Because with not even just Star Wars, with like everything, with like all the older franchises that are like being like continued or like rebooted or whatever, and people are like, oh, it's political now. It's like it's always been political.
It's more noticeable.
And it's not even more noticeable. They just like the messages are like the same as they've always been. They're just like there's people in the movies now that aren't white men.
Yeah.
And that makes it automatically political, despite whatever the story is. The existence of people not like them makes it too political.
Right.
That's my reaction.
Yeah, that baby crying over there. I don't even know if it's picking up, but there's a baby crying, and that's how I feel right now. No, that's how they are. That's what they
They're
are.
man babies.
They're man babies that are crying.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go take a dip.
You're not wearing
You're in clothes.
You're not wearing your swimsuit, and you just.
Me too, baby. Small baby. What?
Yeah, sure.
I think we're gonna be okay.
I don't know.
Just for a little, okay? Don't get mad when we tell you to get out.
I don't know. Yeah, it's.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna like dip my feet or something.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else to talk about?
I don't know.
Think of.
This was not as fun an episode as we usually do, but
It's getting to the important stuff.
Yeah.
it's
And we
like,
tried to make
Hey,
it
the
fun.
bees.
It's hard
The
not.
bees were fun.
It's hard not
Zombies.
to talk about because it's
Right.
all there is. Because there's no news because the movie just came out, so that's all there is to talk about right now. Well, what they announced: July 30th, Rebels season 4 comes on DVD, and there's gonna be some Filoni commentaries. There's a Clone Wars 10-year anniversary panel, San Diego Comic-Con, which none of us are going to, but I'll try to.
It's been out for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know how old we are? 16. We were 6 when 4. Sappy.
The show is
Small.
almost as old as Axel.
That's crazy.
So I still remember seeing it for the first time,
I need to watch it again. I forgot.
and like it's 10 years.
Old.
We're old. We're so old.
You know, adults are gonna watch this and laugh, or not watch, listen, whatever.
You're gonna watch a podcast.
Yeah.
And your dad's probably laughing.
Where is he?
Oh, you're.
He went to get his food.
No, watching my question. He's listening.
Just like I don't know. 10 years. Hopefully there will be some cool stuff. I'm still holding on to some kind of Siege of Mandalore or something announcement because I don't know why they're keeping it such a secret if they're not going to do something with it. So, you know. I don't know. I think we're done. It's been 2 hours.
Yeah. And I really have to go to the bathroom.
Me too. I've been holding it. I'm like, she's
like-
not stopping.
I'm sorry.
We should end it on
okay.
zombies.
I have lots of thoughts. Okay.
It's okay. We all do.
So I was Zoe.
I was Lizzy.
I was
Sappy.
Axel was Axel. I don't know where he is.
Axel
Who else?
to be in the
Our
pool.
dads, the geek dads, were the geek dads. They're also
There's
gone.
only one geek mom here.
Yeah, she wasn't on the show though. She's just chilling, supervising us, making sure we're not doing anything bad.
What could we do?
Never do anything bad. That's
Thank you for listening to Star Wars Geek Girl.
zombies.
Bees.
Bees. Zombies. Bees. Those.
Zoe's.
Zoe. Alright, let's not drag it out further.
Wait, what if we get a perfect 2 hours?
All right.
Okay,
Thank
we gotta
you.
wait a minute.
Thank you
say
for
everything really
Listening to
to
Star Wars.
No, I can't.
Geek.
Star Trek Geek Girl.
Star ill.
Ew. My uncle tried to make me watch Star Trek, and I
I've
just
only ever
left.
seen this triple episode. Okay. We're
Yeah,
getting close.
like a little puppy
Thank
thing.
you for listening to Star Wars Geek Girl.
May the force be with
We
you.
still have 10 seconds. All right, we're gonna do it again.
Wait, let's
Thank you
count
for
down.
listening to Star Wars Geek Girl.
May the force be with you, and goodbye.